Sona novelty, orchestral maneuvers in the house. Manila, Philippines. For the first time, an orchestra will perform live for a State of the Nation address. Sona, at the House of Representatives. A novel feature of President Rodrigo Duterte's annual report this year on where the country stands since he took office in 2016 and where he plans to take it next. The Philippine Philharmonic Orchestra, PPO, the country's leading musical ensemble and one of the most renowned in the Asia-Pacific region, will perform classic Filipino compositions to serenade officials and foreign dignitaries before the President addresses a joint session of the Senate and the House at 4 p.m. on Monday. Compared to the previous Sonas, the public will be in for a surprise as they will be greeted by the Philharmonic. This is an added left square bracket feature right square bracket where art is given significance, because we need that. Arsenio Lizago, Cultural Center of the Philippines, President, said on Wednesday. About 65 PPO members will play Filipino classics to welcome the President and his entourage and other guests, and the national anthem in the formal opening of the 18th Congress. Bernal's wishes. Lizago said the performance was in keeping with the wishes of filmmaker Joyce Bernal to make this year's Sona different. Bernal is directing the event for the second time. Bernal earlier said she hoped this year's event would usher in a more celebratory atmosphere, not a repeat of the tense and suspenseful drama that had unfolded last year and ended in the ouster of then Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez. We want to have fresh perspectives. We want it grand, like having beautiful music played live. This is just a dream, and it can happen if we have the budget for it and through sponsorship, Bernal said. Her dream came true as the PPO will perform for free. Blue as protest color as music welcomes the Sona guests. A sea of blue will cover a portion of Commonwealth Avenue in Quezon City close to the Legislative Building, as demonstrators plan to dramatize their stand against the President's policy in the West Philippine Sea. Renato Reyes, Secretary General of Barong Alliance and Makabayan, one of the rally organizers, said thousands of people wearing blue and carrying fishing gear would join the protest against the President's stance in the country's maritime dispute with China. On Wednesday, rally organizers and Maj. Gen. Guillermo Elizar, director of the National Capital Region Police Office, and his officers met to ensure that the protest would be peaceful. Reyes said the protesters would no longer march on the house, citing the narrow road to it. They will instead hold a program in front of St. Peter's Church, also on Commonwealth. Elizar said police expected more than 15,000 demonstrators but did not give an estimate of the number of pro-Duterte demonstrators. Focus on C-Round in the Sona of the ordinary people. We will left square bracket tackle right square bracket human rights, the West Philippine Sea and defend our sovereign rights. Reyes told reporters as he and Elizar inspected the rally site. Reyes said, it would be the first time that the Sona protests would focus on the President's policies on the West Philippine Sea, waters within the country's 370 kilometer exclusive economic zone, EEZ, in the South China Sea. Critics say the President often showed aggression toward Western countries, recently threatening to declare war on Canada over Canadian waste ships to the Philippines, but spoke softly about Chinese incursions on the West Philippine Sea. The President came under fire last month for slaying down the sinking of a Filipino fishing boat near Recto Bank by a Chinese trawler, which abandoned 22 Filipino crew members before they were rescued. He described the incident as a small maritime accident. Lawmakers belonging to Progressive Party lists said they would display their symbolic protest against the Duterte administration's pro-China position. These past days, it yielded up our sovereign rights in Recto Bank. Tomorrow, it will give up everything, wholesale our national patrimony to these same powers and their local minions via the worst ever charter change, said Bayan Muna Rep. Carlos Isagani Zarate. Fashion statement. Zarate said he would be wearing a hand-painted barong tagalog depicting a call on the government to assert Philippine sovereignty and defend Filipino fishermen and the environment. The barong was painted by artist Ma. Taule, lawyer for rights advocacy group Karapatan. It will show a man on a Chinese vessel appearing to cast his fishing rod toward the Philippine flag to snatch one of its 3 stars. The message on Bayan Muna Rep. Ferdinand Gaite's barong will be a call for a P750 national minimum wage and an end to the endless contract, endo, labor scheme. The Sona has become a fashion show of sorts where many members of Congress walk literally on the red carpet, with some female representatives arriving in fancy gowns and sparkling jewelry. Some lawmakers use the occasion to give credit to local fashion designers or promote ethnic fabrics. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.